Hey guys, welcome back. Boots come in pairs. If you haven't seen our episode this last week with John Shenning, always a great time talking to him. Good baseball mind, which is very candid as well about his White Sox. So a lot of fun there. If you're following us on Instagram, you probably see Ryan doing a lot of these live streams. He's kind of controlling that, but just good to see him kind of branch out and talk about things he's passionate about. Just good to hear his voice. As well as, thanks for commenting and subscribing and just getting more involved in our channel. We've had a lot of good comments lately, and it's good to just kind of interact. That's kind of the whole point of our podcast, is just giving people a voice to talk about things that interest them, especially in baseball. And for me, personally, it seems to be the Cubs more often than not. So it's my second video like this, and I have another Cubs thought for you. Matt Shaw has not played in the spring training game. We have harped about it on the show, about how the Cubs are kind of lacking, this third base presence. And it seems to be that the Cubs are putting their eggs in this Matt Shaw basket. Again, hasn't played with the oblique injury yet. Should get at bat soon. I doubt he's ready for Tokyo. That's not a huge concern. Nico Hoerner is also not going to be ready for that Tokyo series. I don't imagine him being out long after that, but not a great start in terms of your infield. But that's not my problem with their setup. Again, we've been talking about them addressing third base for a long time. Didn't do it. Didn't sign Alex Bregman. Didn't add. You lost Paredes in the deal with Justin Tucker, which is fine. I like Justin Tucker as a hitter. And again, I don't view this as necessarily an April problem. I think they can manage their way through it. But do you have the confidence in Matt Shaw to have a limited spring training, come out of the gates on fire, or whatever you need to see from him? There's really nobody behind him. I know a lot of people are pointing to, the Justin Turner signing. It's like, oh, is he potentially the backlog in case Matt Shaw doesn't work out? I don't think you can rely on that. I think Justin Turner's bat right now is an asset. His leadership is an asset. His experience will give you something. But as an everyday third baseman, I know that's not the answer. The Craig Counsell has said that is not the answer at third base. So I'm not playing, too much of the skeptic with Matt Shaw, but we haven't seen him play yet in spring, and we don't really know if his game is going to translate to the major league level. So I think they've kind of put themselves in this eerie spot that we've been in for the last couple of years of where, is Nick Madrigal going to play third? Is Patrick Wisdom going to play third? Is Miles Mastroboni over there? Which none of those options sounded great. So what do we have right now? If we had to start today, your options would be John Birdie, who they signed a little while ago he's a journeyman, was with Miami for a while, was with the Yankees last year. He's serviceable when healthy. Is he a third baseman? Not necessarily, but he's a utility infielder. If you look at the depth chart, he's backing up at first base, second base, and third. Probably shortstop as well. So that is an option. If you had to play a game today, I would imagine it would be John Birdie. The other guy that they got in a trade with the Marlins was Vito Brujan, who's been having a good spring training. You see his name pop up quite a bit. He's 27 years old, has not had success hitting at the major league level. Gage Workman is another guy who's getting some time at third base. I think the long and short of it is a lot of these names aren't ideal for a long period of time. And now you have two holes to fill. Most likely, whoever's not playing third will be playing second base, especially for the Tokyo series. I think Vito Brujan's going to make the roster. Gage Workman, maybe not. Do we see Michael Busch go over to third base? And then maybe that's where Gage Workman gets in because he's 6'4". He's like, is he the next Aaron Judge guy? Not saying he's Aaron Judge, but he is 6'4". He's a big presence. Who knows? I don't know. I've seen Michael Busch taking some infield at third, but sometimes these guys just take ground balls just to take ground balls. But I think it is worth not even discussing, but just it's out there, right? We haven't seen the prospect. Nico Hoerner now is officially out for the first series, and Justin Turner is 40 years old. So who's on third, right? I guess let us know what you guys think as well. Who's going to be playing out there? My thought would be, honestly, both those guys are going to be playing initially right away. hopefully by end of April, we have a full healthy roster. It's really nice to see Dansby Swanson be healthy early in the spring, making some plays. They're interviewing. Other great thing about spring training is they're interviewing guys during the game, and they really don't care as much about being interviewed. But they're talking to Justin Turner, and Dansby makes a great play in the hole. He's like, "Look at that guy! That guy's just so much fun to watch, isn't he?" So, again, exciting to see the Cubs as a whole. They haven't lost a game in spring training. What does that mean? I don't know, but I think they have good depth. But we're going to see that depth tested pretty quickly because you're going to be missing essentially 2 starters at the beginning of the season. But again, let us know what you guys think. And until next time, Boots Come in Pairs. Take it easy.